Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the channel Imbody Tarot. I am Melii, and we are going to tap into your love life for the month of July. We're going to predict whether or not you're going to attract new love or you're going to reconcile with a lover. As you can see, we have 4 piles, and each pile is accompanied by 4 crystals. You will use your mind's eye or intuition to pick what crystal or pile resonates most with you, and in that pile will be your message on whether or not you're going to reconcile or have new love. I am so excited for this reading, so let's get into it.
We have 4 piles. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. So for pile number 1, we have the Black Moonstone. For pile number 2, we have the Peach Moonstone. For pile number 3, we have Sardonyx. And for pile number 4, we have Fire Quartz. Hello, pile number 1. You chose the Black Moonstone, and this is your energy for what's to come for you when it comes to your love life for July 2025. I will say that I did pre-select your cards today. We do have one oracle card, and then we have a spread. And let's get into your message. So the card that you have for your oracle message is the Teacher, and it says, do well to read more and otherwise learn about who have worked diligently to attain what you seek and succeed. I feel like for this month, you really have to tap into creating the energy that you want. You're going to be teaching people how to love you, and it's going to take a lot of compromise for you to get the love that you want. Your energy when it comes to love this month is all about you really focusing on whether or not you want to win battles when it comes to your relationships, or you just want to keep the peace and let things go. Picking and choosing what's the best for you in this season within your life. I see that you may have faced a lot of conflict, and it really altered the course of who you are as a person at your core, and you're maybe questioning yourself. A lot of energy when it comes to who am I, what am I, is going to really highlight this month. And I think Spirit is saying that start annotating the things that you want from people and then mirror that. So big on law of attraction. At the bottom of the deck energy, we do have the Sun card in reverse. And the Sun card in reverse is a representation of nothing lasts forever. So whether you're sad right now, there is going to be the day where you get your happiness. Your time will come. It's like you finally crossing the finish line when it comes to your relationship. So you have a goal when it comes to love, and I see you finally receiving it. That's that. So now let's get into your card. So where your energy is right now for 2025 July is that you are very maybe non-committal or disappointed when it comes to love. I think that you may have searched for love in all the wrong places or searched for companionship. Maybe you're emotionally unavailable this month, and you're just trying to figure out, like, is it worth it? You could be facing a relationship where it's just like one more time, or you're probably asking yourself, will they come back? The Hierophant card in reverse is doing things in the most unorthodox way, stepping out your comfort zone, exploring your options. And I think that you're probably reminiscing on something that was familiar to you, and Spirit is telling you to move away from it, shift away from it. Take time to yourself. It's okay for you to isolate, detach, in order for you to receive the love that you want. What is blocking you when it comes to love? We have the Page of Cups. So you could always be a person who look at things from a optimistic perspective or a dreamlike perspective. You may romanticize things over and over again. The Page of Cups energy is the energy of, I'm gonna disassociate when it comes to love. I am going to, look at all the good things instead of looking at things from a critical perspective. I am going to, invest my feelings in what could happen. So this month is about you figuring out your potential when it comes to love. It's really big on law of attraction. The Page of Cups is a person who aspire to do something, aspire to be. You're curious about something. You want to learn more about something. You want to enjoy something. So when it comes to love, you're probably defining what love is, and does your relationship or a relationship that you do want, does it match up with what you have in your mind? I feel like you're done with trial and error and you just want to have something that's unconditional and authentic, something that you could grow and build and mold yourself. Um, for this group, I see a lot of you guys get into fresh relationships, and it's not typically what you're used to, but it's something that you're willing to accept. It's you deviating from the normal things. Um, a lot of y'all, I also see like you guys may have a new spark within your relationship where it's just like, let's take things back to how it used to be and let's see one more time. So we have two energies for the new lovers. We have you are figuring out how to mold your relationship. For the people who are in a relationship, there is a new spark with trying to get things back to where it was, reminiscent nostalgia. For the people who are struggling with love right now, it's saying like don't put all your eggs in one basket. And then for those who are single and mingling, just have fun. Like don't strap yourself down to just one person. Um, as of right now, your energy is filled with love with the Empress card. Okay, so we have a lot of water energy in this pile. So Cancer, Aquarius, and Scorpio energy. Um, with you guys, it's saying do things out of love for love. So that's really why it's important for you to define and have your boundaries when it comes to love. Like love for you is not experimental and go with the flow anymore. Love for you is, does it meet this checklist, and do I enjoy it? Does this feel unconditional? A lot of y'all will be attracting unconditional partnership, unconditional situations that brings the best of you. I see you expressing yourself a lot more this month, and I see the person who you're attracting is like a divine partner, a partner who is willing to sit and just teach you things. This person could be very big on physical touch and words of admiration, and also quality time. That's the love language that's really popping out to me when it comes to your love life. In the past, I felt like you've messed with people who were emotionally unavailable and you're done with that. So a lot of y'all are leaving situationships behind for the most part, or people who, stroke your ego, or you may stroke their ego. You're just like, you know what, I played this game before and I'm no longer interested in playing this game again. I feel like you're really trying to separate yourself or your energy from people who have taken advantage of you. Like they didn't prioritize your wants and needs for the most part. They just came in and out your life when they felt like it was feasible, and you're just like, I'm done with it. I want consistency, and consistency when it comes to me knowing what exactly to expect in my connections. You're no longer playing like child games anymore. You're no longer playing the games where, you know, you pop up and call me when you want something. You desire somebody who will truly desire you and truly want to be there with you and truly wants to just, enjoy what you have. Little controls in essence of we know what we are, but at the same time, a lot of freedom. Spirit advice for you right now, we have the Emperor card in reverse, is just be mindful of people who control you. So be mindful of how much you over compromise in situation. Be mindful of how much you put all your eggs in one basket for the most part. Be mindful of people who are territorial and possessive. So it's okay for them to do what they want, but then when you will voice your opinion, they have a problem. No, that's not what it is. You need to be mindful of the people who throw temper tantrums. So July is really about you just having and recognizing boundaries within your relationships and sticking to it. You prioritizing yourself. You're teaching people exactly how to love you and when to love you and how to show up for the most part. The Emperor reverse energy is a control freak. This person who is my way or the highway, this person that's abusive, you're no longer entertained that. And Spirit is saying, like, when you're teaching people how to love you or what you want within a relationship, be mindful that it's a catch 22, right? So you're teaching them what you like, but you're also teaching them how to manipulate you. So be mindful of how you express yourself. Be mindful of people projecting their energy on you when it comes to this month. You know, um, a lot of fire signs energy, specifically Aries, is popping out for this. You know, the people who are first to, like, dive forward, initiate things. Teacher is also initiator. You have to be mindful of that. So if you feel like you're being love bombed, hoped, like, don't stick around because this person is giving you everything you ever wanted for the most part. They're giving you all the attention that you ever wanted and you needed and you seek. Spirit is saying, like, be very conscious of those people who give you so much that you have a hard time processing. Have quality time for yourself for the month of July. Moving forward, if nothing changes in your energy, you do have the death card. So I just see you being stubborn. When it comes to love, it also is a rejection type of energy. It's, once again, you going against the grain. And I guess that's why energy is like that. If your energy with the higher print card is being unorthodox and not doing things, how you usually wouldn't do, you're not really accepting your faith when it comes to your relationships. So even though I'm telling you to be very strategic and do things out of love, you also have to remind yourself of who you are and the challenges that you face. So you may feel like you do a lot of shadow work when it comes to your love life. Um, you may feel like you're seeing or you're understanding why things happen to you when it comes to your love life. We do have this energy of being free and letting go, but still trying to maintain control. I think that you need a break. If you're wondering if you should take a break from this relationship, you definitely should. If you feel like you're just over invested, I feel like the scales are not balanced when it comes to this love connection. Um, is it the end? No, because you refuse to let go. This is all your energy. Um, the things that you need to learn. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Knight of Cups. I do see a lot of people coming towards you, charming you, and making you feel adored. I see a lot of people letting you know how much they either messed up or they just value you. A lot of people out there is going to tell you, like, you are the apple of their eye. You made them feel like life is worth living. You made them feel like things that they haven't experienced before they want to experience with you. It's like you're going to have a fairy tale moment when it comes to love, right? But the cost of that is you not seeing things exactly for what it is with the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is manifesting, but in hindsight, when you manifest, you have to be very detail orientated when it comes to manifestation. Because you could say, oh, I want to manifest $500, but in reality, you mean that you want to manifest $500 in credit, but now you have a $500 debt, a $500 bill. So it's the small details that really matters. And the Queen of Pentacles is that energy of paying attention to the small stuff, enjoying your time, enjoying your life. There's nothing wrong with you, exploring your options. There's nothing wrong with you saying you want your independence. But for the month of July, you really have to zoom in on what's best for you. You can't continuously overgive because it hasn't been working for you. And if you truly love yourself, you'll give yourself the grace to be independent, to take time out for yourself, to not be as attached or obsessed over this relationship or the idea of being in love with a person, the idea of actually accepting things. Your perspective of love is not the most comfortable, and a lot of people wouldn't accept it. So you really need to cleanse your aura when it comes to love, because I see people taking advantage of you, and I don't want you to lose you because of people not knowing them and how to treat you. So there's energy of love bombing. There's energy of over providing, over giving because you are super independent. But sometimes the independent lady needs their Prince Charming to protect them. You know, so this month is you getting out of survival mode when it comes to love, but the cost is you having to put your foot down and define what love is for you. If this energy stays the same no matter what, this is what's to come for your future when it comes to love. The Queen of Cups. You're going to find your knight in shining armor, right? The Queen of Cups energy is a person who does things out of love, literally. But it comes at a cost with you defining. So this month, when you're seeing this video, take a moment to define what love is to you and watch how you start to attract it, because you're going to become that. And you're only going to attract people who want to give you that. It's interesting how, you know, people say, I have a type, I have a type, I have a type. The reason why they have a type is because that's what they're manifesting. So you have to start defining what your type is for you to receive it. I also do feel like a lot of people in this pile may have an expansion of their family. So there's going to be a new energy coming towards you when it comes to love in a childlike manner, whether you become pregnant, a family member become pregnant, or it could be you getting a pet. Just you sourcing love differently outside of your partner. I do want to pull more cards for you, so let's just dig more into it. What's the most important thing pile number one needs to know when it comes to love? What's the most important thing pile number one needs to know when it comes to love? The Knight of Swords. You don't have to fight dirty to get what you want. Pick your battles wisely. The Knight of Swords in reverse is a person who's reckless and go off. Sometimes being quiet speak volumes, and that's what you need to run right now. Like, watch your back, you know, keep your thoughts to yourself, keep your thoughts internally, because the same words you use to help somebody is the same words they could use to break you. What should they change when it comes to their love life? Ooh, the Empress card. Let's do all these cards and let's do one big reading. So we have the Hangman upright, the Magician card, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Strength card in reverse, the Hermit, and then the Empress in reverse. The overall energy is be mindful of how you explore energies, right? It's not the time to be doing magic. It's not the time to be doing things to take people's free will or being treated by people's free will. Don't do that love spell, okay? It's not the time for that. It's going to backfire. The Magician card in reverse is the energy of deception and not knowing how to use your resources, not being an alchemist properly. It's you doing things impulsively, lack of knowledge, lack of leadership, lack of direction. The Empress in reverse is the energy of I'm going to get what I want no matter what. I'm going to seduce you to get what I need. People are going to be using things spiritually to get your attention and keep your attention. So do that cleansing. The Hermit card is taking time out to yourself and seeking the proper knowledge that you need. So while you are probably the smartest person in the room, that doesn't mean that you can't learn from those people that you are teaching. Observe more, right? In order for you to teach how people to care for you and love you. The Strength card is you not handling things with grace. So you may end up having a big argument with a person who you're interested in or a person you're in a relationship with. However it fits for you. Just know that Spirit is saying that for every action, there's a reaction, but this reaction is not going to be equal. It's going to keep on increasing. So be mindful how you react to people, because a lot of people want to see how much they could get you to do certain things that you would have never done, breaking your character, ruining your reputation. The King of Pentacles energy is the energy of being a provider. So a lot of people may come to you because of what you give them access to and what they want from you. So a lot of people may come to you with their hands out. So do you want to keep attracting people who are not your equal, who are your subordinates, or do you want to attract people who inspire you when it comes to love? And then the Hangman is just you have an epiphany, you know? And that's why it's important for you to either pray, meditate, and journal on what love is, because you're at the point where you could actually receive it. but you don't know how to identify it. So you may not invest the right energy in it or nurture it the way how it should be because you are unaware of. So if I had any advice for you, I would say, Spirit, I'm coming to you as a humble soul, asking you for the knowledge, for me to be aware, for me to identify love that I want, and observe the signs. Or if you're going to journal, you know, today I'm aware that love looks like this to me, and journal about it. That's what you have to do in order for you to get this nurturing, loving type of emotion that is coming towards you. This nurturing, loving that's coming towards you where it feels natural and it doesn't feel forced. So your July 2025 love energy is finding love that makes you feel comfortable and bring the best out of you. And truly that love is with you, but you don't see it because you're so fixated on external validation and external love. All right, pile number one, that was your reading today. Until next time, remember who loves you. Bye. Hello, pile two. Welcome to your reading. Today we are tapping into your love energy for July and what you need to know, like what's blocking you, what's to come, lessons you need to learn. Overall, the attention is on you and what you're attracting or manifesting with love. I would like to say that I did pull some cards for you off camera, and I do have an oracle message for you when it comes to your love life. So let's read it together. It's a protector card, and it says, surround yourself with people who lift you, accept you as who you are, believe in your vision and purpose, and bring the best out of you. I feel like, I don't know, this pile right here is already giving me like soulmate vibes. It's giving me the energy of things just aligning and falling into place the way how you want it, the way how you have worked hard for it. It gives me you finally being accepted, you having calm and peace. Now, while with that being said, let's see what your energy is when it comes to love for the month of July. You're the Queen of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. So Queen of Pentacles energy in reverse is a person who doesn't really see themselves as like a person who won. It's a person who lacks confidence. It's a person who feels like they don't really feel comfortable within their skin, or they don't feel like they deserve. So this month when it comes to love, it's kind of like you have imposter syndrome. You may be molding yourself in a way to appease someone else. And Spirit is saying that you need to surround yourself with the right people when it comes to love for you to receive the right love that you want. You have to really identify who you are in order for this chapter in your book to make sense. You're having a lot of imposter syndrome type of energy. You're probably stuck on a particular person, and it's just like deep down inside, either you've met your soulmates or your soulmate has come in your life, and you may have missed the person. So you want to recreate history of some sort. You want to, it's something with like past life energy that's popping up for your energy right now when it comes to love for the most part. I am seeing you heavily invest in other people instead of investing in yourself. When it comes to what is blocking you when it comes to love, we have a 10 of Cups. Too many people have your attention. Oh my gosh. You're going to have your happily ever after, but you have to quiet out the noise. You have to trim the fat. Too many people have too much things to say about you in your relationship. Being accepted. Listen, if no one ever told you, you are not the black sheep. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to accommodate everybody for you to feel and receive love. You are authentically you, flaws and all, and you are going to meet a person, or you're going to find that your partner really loves you. Like, it don't matter what society thinks. Your person is for you. And you need to believe that. You're going to have your happily ever after if you trim the fat. If energy was supposed to stay as is right now, I feel like Spirit wants you to be confirmed that you will reconcile and you will fix this relationship. So whatever you're going through right now when it comes to love, yeah, you understand it's your fault to a certain extent. You respect or you accept your responsibility and the roles that you play in a situation. But I think that Spirit's also saying that you're gonna fix it. You're gonna reconcile with it. So this relationship right now is not the end of the world. It's not the end. Spirit is saying that you yourself have a lot of purpose and drive, and you are this person's dream person. However, there is a lot going on outside of y'all that needs to be dealt with or focused on for you to truly like get the happiness that you want. Um, there's a lot of outside noise, a lot of outside critique, a lot of outside input that's really affecting you and this person coming back together and fixing things. Whew, that is kind of like heavy. What you're leaving in the past, oof, is being indecisive. The Two of Wands energy is you just not knowing what to do and how to do it. It's lacking action and follow through. I think that you are going to be very stern eventually. Make a decision whether you want this person to stay in your life or not, or whether or not you're going to take control within this relationship. I think for far too long you've been accommodating everybody and anything that comes your way, and you're choosing not to do so. This is really affecting earth signs, so Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorns. You have a big decision to make for this month, and Spirit is saying that you need to make it very quickly. Like, quit being avoidant when it comes to the decision. Your life is not going to be bad the way how you expect it. As a matter of fact, it's going to be a complete 180 of your life being amazing, because while you may not have, a million people flocking towards you, you have two selective people who means the world to you and will do anything and everything for you. Spirit advice, it's crazy. Both spirit advice is saying that things are going to come back. There's a return of an energy somewhere, somehow. So, return of how things used to be, how things should be. When it comes to your love life, don't be fixated on the past so much. The past happened, you can't do nothing about it. It's you now just holding on to the energy to make you go forward when it comes to love. The Six of Swords energy in reverse is the energy of you facing problems that you have, things not being as easy, things that's being troubled, challenging, very emotional, very gloomy, but you have everything you need to face this situation. Talk about the situation. Moving forward, let's see what's to come immediately. So in July, what's to come? Okay, this pal screams reconciliation, fixing things. Because this being reconciled, the Six of Swords, the Three of Swords in reverse means reconciliation, and the Five of Pentacles also mean reconciliation. So I do see things coming back together. I do see things fixing. So stop killing yourself trying to figure out, like, is it the end? It is not the end. That's your message. It is not the end. Y'all will figure it out. Hold on. It's kind of focus. Y'all will figure it out. Just give people opportunity to be themselves and let them show up the way how they want to show up. They're gonna accept you with your flaws. You accept them with their flaws also. The lessons you need to learn. Ooh, we have the Lovers card, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and then we have the Emperor card in reverse. I feel like this is a divine connection type of relationship with the Lovers card and the Wheel of Fortune. I think that time is of the essence, and it may have been like right person, wrong time, which is kind of still the wrong person, depends on how you see it, or it could have been wrong person, right time for lessons you need to learn. I think that control was a big factor within this relationship, and outside opinions was a big factor in this relationship. And Spirit is saying, like, don't be stuck on one thing. Be flexible, be fluid, being able to adapt and change. That's your thing. If you're able to, be gracious on the things that's coming towards you when it comes to love, you'll be able to identify how to reconcile things and fix things for your happiness, but also for the immediate people surrounding you when it comes to their happiness also. Things stay exactly how it is right now in this energy. This was come for you within the future. Ace of Swords, clarity when it comes to love, communication. So if you've been manifesting or waiting for somebody to come back and speak to you, you're going to have that big epiphany where this person addressed all your issues with you. I see you and your person probably going through therapy. So pile number 2, I do want to see who's coming back into your energy for us to figure it out, give more clarity when it comes to your love life. So who's coming back in pile 2 energy? When it comes to July, who's coming back? Ooh, so we have the energy of the Magician, which is Gemini and Virgo. Somebody who you created with, you could have worked with this person. This person could have a job when it comes to like logistics, maybe a pilot, a military personnel, somebody working mental health. The Devil card, that is Scorpio energy. Somebody who you go hot and cold with all the time. This person blocks and unblock you. Who's coming back in July? The King of Cups and the Seven of Cups. This could be a water sign also. So we have Cancer, Aquarius, and Scorpio. And let's see one more energy. Who is returning back? Well, we have 2, the Fool card and a Queen of Wands. So we also have Aquarius. And then we have fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like this is leaning more towards probably Leo energy that's coming back into your life for the month of July. Just know that the month of July, you are about to experience this unbreakable love, and a love that is equal and divine, and a love that's very fulfilling. So that's all that I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for being here. Remember who loves you. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we are tapping into your energy for your July love prediction. Everything you need to know as far as your energy specifically, what's coming to you, what's blocking you, and what Spirit wants you to know when it comes to love. I went ahead and I did pre-shuffle your cards and did a spread. You were drawn to this Sardonyx crystal. This is your energy that you resonated with. And then also I did went ahead and I chose you some oracle card. And the card that you got is the Yogini. And it says, we are all one, each an inseparable part of the unseen infinite energy that surrounds, sustains, and empowers us and all there is. At the bottom of the deck energy for you, we do have the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands energy is fight. It could be fight or flight or just being very defensive. So I feel like when it comes to love, you are either picking your battles wisely or you're putting yourself first. I feel like your energy when it comes to your love life feels very communal. It feels like a lot of people, multiple people that's involved. So you could be dating or trying to figure out your options, or you could be dealing with a person who has many options and you're trying to figure out if they are going to choose you. As far as your energy goes specifically, we have the Two of Swords. So a big decision needs to be made. You could be writing your person and letting them how you feel, sending a text or waiting to receive a text, or just you giving this person an ultimatum. The Two of Swords energy is being confused, not having all the information that you need, but being forced to make a decision. So with your energy, I see you putting yourself out there to put somebody in a predicament where they don't feel the best at making decisions, but they have no choice for it. So you could be either going through like a breakup, facing the breakup, or just choosing to not be a part of something anymore when it comes to love. As far as what's blocking you when it comes to love with the Queen of Pentacles, there's a desire for you to have your independence. The Queen of Pentacles energy is a person who knows exactly what she wants and she thrives in an environment where she's an individual. She knows her worth, and I feel like you may feel like you're attracting people that's below you, or people who give you the bare minimum and you want more, you're expecting more, but for some reason you're not getting this energy and you want to put this person foot to the fire. You understand that every action there's a reaction, but at the same time it's just like, I want my equal. Like, I'm not gonna, baby you anymore. It's time for you to grow up and do what you're supposed to do for us to get what we want. So you're gonna stand by and be convicted in the decision that you make and being okay with you being single. In the past or right now, I see it even behind potential of things. You know that you could create a healthy environment, but you're willing to just pack your things and go. You're willing to pick up the pieces and just be done with it. I feel like you no longer want to deal with breadcrumbing. This month, your energy seems like, well, I could find something better. I could receive something better. So if you want to give me the bare minimum, thank you kindly. I'm just going to move on without you. So you're leaving behind potential, no longer sticking and hearing the potential of things happening. As far as your energy goes right now, you are really anxious. You're overthinking things. You really don't feel comfortable. You're having this mental struggle because it's a probably dilemma of, I've been with this person for so long, I don't want to leave them, or I've been around these people for so long and have so much experience. It's very familiar to me, but I don't want to keep exploring options. I just want to settle down. So you are weighing a lot of your option because you're tired of being tired, and it's really draining you mentally. I feel like spirit advice for you right now is that, yes, acknowledge the fact that you did have codependent relationships with a devil card. Acknowledge the fact that things are not as happy and beautiful as you may like it, but you have to accept that enough is enough. You attract broken souls for the most part because you're learning so much about your independence and relationship. It's just like your relationships is very resourceful. So love for you is a communal thing. It's an energy of you fighting or advocating for people. It feels like love for you is you just sticking to your guns. You advocating for yourself. You getting at your comfort zone. You not standing behind or beside somebody. You saying love means to move on, not to feel stuck, not to be held back, not to make unhealthy choices, not to be fooled so many times by the same person over and over again. Love to you is being able to separate. That's your message. If the energy stays as is, July will look like this for you when it comes to love. And we have the Three of Cups. Being surrounded by family. That's the communal energy. The Three of Cups is celebration. The Three of Cups is people coming together. The Three of Cups is you being happy. But happy meaning you being surrounded by love. This energy reminds me of like whether you're graduating, having a big accomplishment, everybody sitting around, having a healthy dinner, not worrying about like who's footing the bill. Like we all are passing our plates. It could also give me energy of like when a baby's coming home. Everybody wants the babies to be happy and hold the baby and held the baby. It's like you're gonna be a trophy. But your trophy moment is people accepting you within your community, not just your one-on-one, intimate relationship. Love for you in July signifies you being in the right company of people who want to love and adore you for the most part. In order for you to have this energy, this is what you need to learn. So we have the Three of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and then the World card in reverse. Making decisions when you don't feel like you're capable of is okay. You don't have to perfect everything. You don't have to show up as perfect. I think that your victory moment sometimes reflects in your past energies, and knowing that your past holds a lot of love for the most part. Whether it's your childhood, whether it's your teenage years, whether it's your adult years, whether it's, your last partner. Sometimes calling an old friend and letting them know that you care about them gives you the relief you need to open up to other people. The Three of Wands is, I literally feel like you're making phone calls or expressing yourself. You know, you telling people how much impact they had in your life for you to get to this moment. You appreciating people who you may have not appreciated a lot in the past. You know, the Eight of Swords is you being trapped in your mind, being accountable. Like, you know, it's all mental for you. You could free yourself at any given time, but you're probably waiting for that one person to come save you. Reality check, this person may not be aware that you're waiting for them to save you. Closed mouth don't get fed. So you could be very closed off to a lot of people who are willing and wanting to love you. You have to make a decision whether or not you want people to love you. Your love for July is communal. Your love in July is more than one person. It's not fixated on that one love, that one intimate. Step out your comfort zone when it comes to love. Redefine what love is for you, what love means to you. Love for you is all about you opening up your options, open up your heart space. And while it's difficult, it is possible. Baby steps. Now, if all of this energy stays exactly how it is, this is what's coming to you when it comes to love. You have the Judgment card. Just being free, being authentic, being honest, facing the consequences. So your energy is fighting battles that's within you to accept love that's communal. This is very dark and straight to the point. You have this energy of being around people who could sustain, empower, and maintain you. We are all interconnected. So studying the laws, the spiritual universal laws could be important to you. Maybe studying a different type of spiritual path is important to you. But you loving you will attract all the love that you need. You loving you and being truthful and being authentic and letting people know how they hurt you and how they didn't show up for you is the energy that you need to do in the month of July. Tell people you have nothing to lose at this point. You're already self-sufficient and independent. So let people know when they mess up. Get out your own brain. You closing your mouth and sparing people is the reason why you're not feeling loved right now. Let's get some other blind messages when it comes to love, what you need to know. What does Pile 3 need to know when it comes to love? What does Pile 3 need to know when it comes to love? The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups in reverse energy is all about self-care, putting self first for the most part, and landing on the Ace of Pentacles. Being able to not rely on potential, loving yourself first. July month is all about you loving you and taking care of you. The Magician card, not being manipulated easily, knowing your worth, knowing your value, and it's on top of the Queen of Pentacles. And that energy is being self-sufficient. What does this pal need to know when it comes to their love life? The Four of Cups. So it's crazy how you have the Three of Cups energy, which is accepting and being appreciated. But the Four of Cups energy is rejecting, being very picky, being very selective. So while you may be cheered for and being applauded to when people are coming to you, having a savior type of mentality when it comes to you, you're going to have to be very selective on who you give your energy to, because not everybody come with good intentions. This month for you is you really just loving on yourself, touching on yourself, you giving yourself the love that you desire from other people. That's it. That's all I got. So thank you so much for giving me your energy, group number 3. This is what I have for you. Remember who loves you and be kind to yourself. Bye. Hello, Pile 4. So you chose the Fire Quartz for the crystal or the pile that you most resonate with. And today we are going to tap into your love energy for July 2025. What's your blockages? What's your energy? What's to come? I did go ahead and I pre-shuffled your cards, and I have a spread for you, and I also chose an oracle message for you. This is your oracle card. Let's see what it says. So, acknowledge what you do not know and learn with a beginner's mind so you can become accepted as the authority one day. The month of July is calling a spade a spade. It's knowing your choices, knowing where you belong, knowing that you have options, remembering that you are the baddest, knowing that you are the prize. People should be chasing you.
Month of July is you getting a whole bunch of attention from people who you would never expect it from. The month of July energy is you just living your life. It's kind of giving me the energy of like Ashanti, where every week she was on a different beach on a vacation, you know, and then she made a decision on her terms when to fall into a relationship. It was out of the blue, surprising, nothing planned, but it happened during divine timing, you know. At the bottom of deck energy, we do have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is the energy of choices, illusions, things where you can pick and choose what you want, but there's good choices and there's also bad choices. So do that as you please. As far as your energy for July, this is what we have. We have the energy of the Fool. So you may enter this month feeling like you don't know what's going on, what to expect, how to do things. It just seems like you're very lost, and you know that you're lost when it comes to love, feeling very confused. I always hear on social media where people say like, if you're confused about a situation and it's not meant for you, if you have a direct and clear energy towards something, then it's for you. Being confused when it comes to love means it's not for you right now. It's not for you. It's not for you. It's not for you. So the energy is that you have to choose wisely when you are being given something. What's blocking you when it comes to love is we have the page no we have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is doing things out of physical attraction, you know, doing things because you can. You use your charm for all the wrong reason. The Knight of Wands energy is a person who's action based, but action is based on how well you can charm somebody out of getting something. It's like a user, a womanizer of some sort. So either you're being used and abused, or you're about to start using and abusing somebody. But I just feel like a power struggle when it comes to your love life and your energy. As of right now, Spirit is saying that you need to learn how to observe things, you know, be intrigued by things, but don't be stuck on things. So you have the Page of Wands. So once again, selecting wisely, choosing wisely. Wow, that's very pretty, but that means it's for me. You know, it's not my time yet. Type of energy. I feel like you are leaving behind a heartbreak. So you choosing to walk away. The Three of Swords energy is mentally you're distraught. You know, you could feel this pain in your heart and your brain is trying to process it, but at the same time, like, it's not over. It didn't break you, you know. So you're walking away from a relationship. So this energy is going to energy of heartbreak, separation. Somebody could have blocked you, no communication. When it comes to love, just being lost, not having the clarity that you need. And I guess that's why it's saying like, you know, walk into things with beginner's mind because you need authority. So you're seeking guidance from a broken place. Love won't let you feel broken. Like, it will teach you lessons, but it's not to a point where you lose yourself in the process. Your energy right now, well, moving forward, as far as spiritual message, your Hierophant card, I do feel like you're gonna find love. I feel like the next relationship you decide to be in and take serious is a person who you will marry. So part of this group is the energy of you're married and you're probably figuring out whether you want to keep this relationship going or not. You're trying to weigh your option whether to get a divorce or not. And the other option is those who are trying to seek love. Is marriage even worth it at this point? What am I going to get out of this marriage? Do I want to stay in this marriage just because to say I'm married? You know, so you're having all these conversations, trying to figure things out, but you just don't know because you don't know what to expect. And at this point, relationships feel very transactional where you want to know what you're walking into. You want to know what you're investing in. You don't want to do things blindly anymore. If energy stays the same for the month of July, this is what's coming to you short term. We have the Hermit card, you being alone. So you may have to take some time out to yourself and focus on your own energy, focus on your own life for the most part. Being independent, being single, just going through life, reserving your energy and keep your energy close to you. Knowing that time is the only thing that matters. And it's a time that you spend with yourself. So learning yourself, knowing yourself. Things that you actually need to learn when it comes to love is we have the Knight of Swords, the Lover's card, and then we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Drop your guard. You know, you don't have to fear love as it is. Like, Knight of Swords is doing things that your mind tell you to do. So doing things that you love. So love could be you painting. Love could be you building, you know, an additional room in your house. Love could be you programming something, you know, very acts of service type of thing. So finding people who speak your love language is acts of service. You have the Lover's card, so I do see love in your future, especially with the Hierophant card, like coming for you. But it requires you dropping your guard, you defining what love is, and you saying to yourself. So a little bit of self care, self love, that's gonna transform you to getting the person that you want. So I don't feel like your marriage is over per se. I just feel like you need time for yourself. Like you'll move from the energy of being Mr. or Mrs. So and so and more into this is who I am. Not having society pressure on where you should be right now when it comes to your life overall really weigh in on you to the point where you are having a hard time within relationships. Not being pressured to be in a relationship. Being able to say, this is not for me right now. If all of this stays the same, what's to come for you truly, really in love? We have the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you're really going to go through a time where you need to stay by yourself, learning your power dynamics. The Six of Pentacles in reverse is not offering as much of yourself to people anymore. So restricting access to people. You know, in order for you to receive this, you need to restrict access. Let's look more into your love life. What should Powerful know about their love life? With the Temperance card and the Ten of Wands, manage your stress wisely. You know, making sure that your emotions and your actions match, but also know that be mindful of how you view things, how you view love. Like you may have love of your life right beside you, but you don't see them because you are so fixated on other things that does not matter. It's like physical attraction. There's more to you than physicalness. Yes, you have a beautiful face, a beautiful body, but is your heart clean? Is your aura clean? Like, are you really going for things that truly matters, or you're going and you're settling for things just because? What should Pal know about their love life? We have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups energy is not really being comfortable with being single. So you probably have to work on your codependent type of relationships. You probably have to work on that. Your codependent energy when it comes to relationships. And that's why it's important for you to be single, because you depend on people a little bit too much. What else should Powerful know about their love life? We have the Four of Swords, mentally freeing yourself, taking actions, and the Six of Wands, doing things quietly. Keep your relationships to yourself. I feel like a lot of times when you experience a heartbreak of some sort, it's because you let other people in. Know that love for you is sacred. It needs to be protected at all given time. Stop making people do certain things that they don't deserve, they don't need, they don't want. You yourself is love, and people are privileged to have you around. But when you devalue yourself, when you see the worst in yourself, people are not going to accept the best or the greatest things that you have and that you offer. So for July, your energy is finding balance and knowing your truth when it comes to love, and just accepting the fact that, you know, you may have to spend some time alone by yourself, but it's not the end of the world. So that's what I have for you, pile number 4. Thank you so much for your energy. Remember who loves you. Bye.